Hi there, students. I've been asked to make a video about the word through. Well, the first thing to remember, through can be a preposition or an adverb, or maybe even an adjective as well in one or two cases. Okay, let's see. Through means from one side of something to another. So you start on one side and you go through it to the other side. So he walked through the door, through the doorway. He drove through the tunnel. Okay, so from one side of it the whole way to another. He could feel the wind coming through the keyhole of the door from one side to the other with some sort of intervening obstacle. You could make your way through a crowd of people. He made his way through the crowds to the edge of the square. Or maybe even from one side to the other to make a hole in something. The brick smashed through the window. He drilled a hole through the wall. Okay, so this gives this idea of from one side to another. Okay, we could also use through, again as a preposition, to mean by way of, by means of, using. So I couldn't get in by the front door, so I climbed in through the window. I guess that's from one side to the other as well. But by a process, or by using an agent. So, for example, I bought a house through an estate agent. Through studying English every day, you will make more improvement. Okay, so through, using something as a means. Okay, let's try some more. Okay, you could get through on a telephone, or maybe a receptionist says, "I'm putting you through." Okay, so it's to be connected with via a telephone. Yes, you could go through the newspaper. He flicked through the newspaper. So it's to inspect or look at all the parts of something. A book, a newspaper, a collection of things. I looked through his collection of coins and found one or two very interesting ones. Okay, we can also use through as a preposition, talking about time. So he, halfway through the exam, he started to feel sleepy. Okay, so it's during a period of time going towards the end. If there's a set period of time halfway through the day, we did many different things. Okay, so also we can use through like this to be successful. Okay, so to complete something, I came through the exam. He was ill and had to have an operation, but he came through. He survived it and got better. Notice it can also mean in time from the beginning to the end. So through the lesson, the teacher explained many different concepts. All through the day, we worked very hard. So there, we can either use through in time here to talk about at different periods. Through the day, we saw some very interesting places. All through the day, we drove onwards and didn't stop. Okay, so there are lots of different meanings with through. Let's look at through now as an adjective. Okay, when you get a train, maybe it stops in many different places, but the one that goes directly is the through train. It doesn't stop. Or they built a bypass around the town to for through traffic that didn't stop in the town but went from one end to the other and out. It wasn't going to stop. It wasn't going there. Notice as well we can use through as meaning something is finished. So my business relationship with these people is through. I'm through with the bank. I'm through with this. I don't want to do it anymore, and I don't want to continue doing it in the future. So there are lots and lots of meanings for through, as you can understand, and lots of ways of using it. So remember, from one side of something to the other, through the tunnel, yeah? In between, through the crowd, through the trees. He walked through the trees. Not necessarily from one end to the other, but while we were going through the trees, we saw many different animals. You could do something by means of. So through working hard, you will be successful. I bought this through an agent. You can get this through Marks and Spencer's, okay, by the means of, by the agency of. He made an application through the Foreign Office. Maybe you could go on a holiday through Germany, a driving holiday where you go through the country. But that doesn't necessarily mean from one end to the other. It means going around and around in different places. But you probably don't drive through all of it. From the beginning of something to the end of something. So through the night, through the day, all through the day, throughout. It means can mean all of the time. Through 1926, there were many advancements in the scientific field. Yes, you can also think about it. You could drive through a traffic light. Maybe if it's red and you haven't stopped, then you've jumped the lights. I went through the lights, unfortunately. Okay, so also remember this because of, on account of, as a reason for, through hard work, through my channel, you can improve your English. So through has lots and lots and lots of different uses. From one side to the other, entering and then leaving. Surrounded by while you're moving. We drove through Germany. He walked through the trees. But from one side to the other, I could see light through the trees from one side to another. The team won through acting as a group. Oh yes, and while I'm at it as well, the Americans use this for time. So from May through December, we were living in the UK during this time. So during all of this time with the intermediate dates as well. Okay, so a through road, it's one that doesn't stop. A through train, it doesn't stop. Yeah? So, I think that's probably enough about through. You've been through quite a long video. We have been through quite a long video with many different meanings. So if you notice, the bees come through the door of the hive and then they fly through the trees to find their nectar. And when they're through collecting nectar and pollen, when they've finished, they come back, yeah? But they don't stop. They take a through route, one that goes without stopping, yeah? They go straight through the trees and straight home when they're through. So anyway, enough. I think I'm probably through with this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a rating. If you're through with it, then through with these videos, then don't watch any more. And I'll see you soon. Bye for now.